and maybe some lunch or something, and how they can always depend on how he loves his job. He's with Water Resources,
Yep.
but she talked about how he loves to go to work every day. So that's a testament to leadership, also.
Yes,
so that was a whole lot of fun to give that this weekend, and that's all I have for
Thank
right
you.
now.
All right, Commissioner Williams.
Finishing my notes here.
Okay.
Okay. The other thing that happened on Saturday is that Representative Doreen Carter and I can't remember his name, the other representative, state representative, put together a listening session for the community, and it was actually held in Rockdale County, but it was for DeKalb, Gwinnett, and Rockdale County citizens. I think the highlight of that meeting for me was that I had a chance to share a few things with them about the strategic plan, Reimagine Rockdale, and the fact that the fourth priority of the citizens, which didn't fall that far behind the first priority, the fourth priority was arts and culture. They wanted more arts and culture. And when Commissioner Washington told them about the arts and culture entertainment district on the property that we purchased out on I-20 and Sigmund Road, they erupted into applause.
Yeah.
And which reflected the priority that had showed up in the strategic plan process with the community. So I was very excited about that.
Mm-hmm.
That's something that we are looking forward to moving forward with. That it's something the citizens are looking towards, and figuring out how we're going to do that. We have lots of work to do on it, but working on that. Okay, there's my nonprofit appreciation brunch last week, or 2 weeks ago, was really, really nice. We had a very large turnout. Our speaker was really good. The theme was joy in the journey of service. Mm-hmm. And Pastor Landry, Sheldon Landry, talked about a lot of ways and reasons why service can be a joy in that journey. I think we have a video.
So welcome this morning to our 6th annual Nonprofit Appreciation Brunch. I so appreciate all the work that is being done in our community by you and others who are not here this morning. We have 2 nonprofits that we're going to recognize this year. And our first one is the Refuge Center, which is located in Restoration Storehouse. On National Nonprofit Day, the Refuge Center is honored by Billy Williams, Rockdale County Commissioner Post 2, for its dedication to assisting those in need through support, guidance, and education. Joy in the journey of service. Our next honoree this year, our highlight is the GNO movement. On National Nonprofit Day, the GNO movement is honored by Doreen Williams, Rockdale County Commissioner Post 2, for the passion displayed while serving the community's needs. Joy in the journey of service.
Nice.
I want to take a moment and thank Deidre Golston for the work that she did in putting that together. It was 100% perfection.
Let's give Deidre a round of applause.
So this is Deidre's last week with us at the county. I am super sad about that, but she has a great opportunity to move on and work for the Association of County Commissioners of Georgia. And so we will miss her, but we look forward to the work that she'll be able to do at a state level.
And we'll see her some more.
And we will see her at all the ACCG conferences. Next is the International Overdose Awareness Day. And that will be held September 5th, and I believe there's a flyer that should be coming up. That will be September 5th at Springfield Baptist Church from 6 to 8. That is something that we have been doing annually for a number of years, and there it is. It's a recognition for those in recovery, but it's also a recognition for those who unfortunately did not recover. Who last year it was so moving because we had family members of people who had passed away from an overdose, who shared the stories of their child or their sibling. It's an event that makes you remember that there's a lot of heartache and there's a lot of work to be done, but there's a lot of hope also. And I like the theme there, Together We Can.
Mm-hmm.
That is a national initiative that happens every year. The last thing I wanted to talk about was the bus tour that is coming through Rockdale County from This is specifically to recognize Recovery Month. It's coming out of the Office of DBHDD. Commissioner Tanner will be coming on this bus tour of the state. They will be stopping at Grit and Grace on September 13th. And he will speak, and I will speak, and some of the others. There will be some other speakers. But again, this is a free public event that really represents the work that we have done in Rockdale County with our Stepping Up initiative, with our collaboration with Grit and Grace, with our restorative justice complex that's in the process of being renovated. It kind of brings things together I think it's nice to be recognized at the state level. It's also nice because sometimes that makes us more known, and funding comes a little more easily because of that. So those are my comments.
All right. Well, thank you, Commissioner. Let me call up Director Simpkins. We've got some updates on what we've done and completed out at the Lakeview Estates. I think it's important that we share, Director, the work that we've done out in that area.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Commissioners, Mr. Chairman. It's been a great year in summation for stormwater management. We've got many stormwater infrastructure jobs completed in addressing this 40 years of neglect. But one of the major jobs that we are proud of that we were able to get completed this year was our stormwater infrastructure upgrade and rehab of both rear roadways into the Lakeview Sunrise Estates community. Lake Rockaway Road and Frontier Drive are the names of the two rear access roads that go back into that neighborhood. It's going to be a win for public safety, fire and rescue, the citizens having access and safety is paramount. So we're just glad to get both of those roadways open. So now all ingresses and egresses to that neighborhood are open.
Very good, very good. That's a big deal, ladies and gentlemen, that because this community has been locked down without multiple access for a number of years. And now, particularly as the director pointed out, for public safety purposes, but just for everyday operations and moving through for the residents in the Lakeview Sunrise Estates area, this is a big deal. Hats off to stormwater management, transportation, and all of our other partners. Let's give them a round of applause for making this happen. And I'm sure all of our public safety personnel, again, are really relieved knowing that we have multiple points of access in the event of an emergency to get to those residents to be able to service them. I also want to take a moment, Deputy Director from Parks and Rec, Ms. Wilson, to come up and give us, we had a big turnout, huge turnout on Sunday for the summer concert. You have one summer concert left for this calendar year, but you may even have a couple other things you want to tell us about while you're at the podium. Deputy Director Wilson, Parks and Recreation.
Good morning, Chairman, Madam Commissioners. And I also would like to bring up Ms. Bing, just to stand beside me, but I'll use my verbal. But she's at a costly meal. But yeah, we had a great turnout, over 3,000 people at our concert this past Sunday. We had grits and jelly butter out. We actually had to put up our closed parking signs because we ran out of space. So it was a great turnout. Next month, we actually have the Corey Brown Band, September 29th at Costly Mill. It'll be our last series out of the 4 that we do during this summer. 5 to 7 o'clock. 2 addresses on there because there's 2 entries. So we have 2599 Salem Church Road and also 2455 Costly Mill Road. And it's $5 per parking fee. So if you want to go ahead and crowd in the car and pay one $5 fee, don't hesitate to do so. But yeah, it's been a great summer, great turnout. Great community support for our concert series.
Well, very good.
In addition to that, our second session of Hoops After Dark has started.
Okay.
So that's a collaborative grant-funded program through CJCC.
Now tell us about the benefits of Hoops After Dark.
So Hoops After Dark targets 14 to 17-year-old youth here in the county. Those youth that are maybe referrals from our juvenile courts or just in a quandary at home that need an outlet. So with that, they come in, they do conflict resolution classes, which are mandatory. They also do cooking sessions with our, what's the name of the group across the way?
4-H.
Yes, thank you, ma'am.
Extension
Yes, Extension Services, thank you, yeah, UGA. In addition to that, they have we have a basketball portion, and we also do esports as well as cheer and dance. So the kids are doing a really good job of coming out. We have a big parental support, so they do have parent classes as well. We have mentoring opportunities and guest speakers who come out, and the kids also get fed. So they play every Thursday evening. Starting last Thursday was the first game, and they'll go all the way to September 26th.
So let me ask you, Deputy Director Wilson, has the window of opportunity closed if a parent want to get their young person involved in that program? Was there a registration? How does it work?
Yeah, so there is a registration process. We're still open for the esports component as well as the cheer and dance, but not the basketball. We are at capacity. But if they go into our Rockdale County website, the Parks and Rec page, they can actually register through our program by clicking the Amelia Rec system, which is our new software.
Very good.
Yep.
Very good. So Commissioner Williams mentioned a moment ago during her comments what we've done collectively as a board to really spotlight arts, culture, and entertainment in Rockdale County. You started off talking about the summer concert and the one that's upcoming. Ms. Bing, you've done a lot of different things out at Costly Mill. I want you to talk to us about the importance of arts, culture, and entertainment. Make your way to the mic. And when I call you in, that's why I want you to.
Good morning, Chairman. Good morning, Madam Commissioner. I know, I was just stating in my head, we have done a lot. One of our biggest highlights that we just did back in July, the Arts for Ages, that was a grant-funded event. And we were very excited to collaborate with our Senior Service Division. And we are definitely wanting to bring that event back next year just to highlight the arts and cultures. We're constantly looking for new events to bring to the county. We observe what Gwinnett County is doing in Herring County. So we are planning now for next year events. We are in the process of planning. We don't want to speak on too many things that we have in store, but we are trying to highlight new events to bring to our arts and culture division. And just to say too, as we stated, we're wrapping up our summer concert series. Deputy Director Wilson and I have just applied for a couple of awards for NRPA and GRPA, so we highlighted the summer concert series. Last year we won for Hoops After Dark. We also applied for the Arts of the Ages for our new event for this year. So we're excited with GRPA and NRPA coming up. We are excited about coming to the actual conferences and bringing home those awards for our county.
When I text you Sunday night and asked you how many people was at the concert, you just replied with one word. You said a heap. But I want you to give a real quantification to how many folks do you think were out there on Sunday, because there was a lot of, it was a heap, but can you give us a real number?
Well, roughly, I would say about 3,000 with the
About
assistance of the
3,000.
Rockdale County Sheriff's Office and Rockdale County Fire Department. We had the bike medics out on, I want to give a shout out to the Sheriff's Office, the deputies and the bike medics. Claire was out there and they were on it. We didn't have any accidents. We didn't have any emergencies, everything. They were right there, streamlined for 3,000 people to be in the park, no complications. Everyone was just dancing and having a great time, and that's what we love.
Well,
and even though the weather was kind of hot, but it was nice and breezy, our vendors were out. We had an amazing time.
Well, that is good. And I tell you, arts, culture, and entertainment has really grown here in Rockdale County. People appreciate being able to stay in their own backyard, so to speak, without having to go to those other cities and counties, and particularly driving westbound into Atlanta. Being able to have the venues that we have here in Rockdale County, people can take the lawn chairs. It's a family event. Let me just share, Commissioners. One of our folks who was blending in with the crowd on Sunday was Chairwoman Nicole Hendrickson from Gwinnett County.
Really?
She texted me, she said, Chairman, I just want to let you know out of respect, I'll be easing into your county to Rockdale County to Coastal Mill Park. I said, well, you coming into the right county and you're going to have a good time. She came in, she texted me during the event and said, Chairman Nesbitt, this is one of Rockdale's best kept secrets. I said, it ain't a secret. Look at all the people. So we're making major strides when folks from outside, and there's a lot of folks outside of the county come into Rockdale to participate or just enjoy a beautiful, you guys are doing a fantastic job. Hats off to Director Redmond and both of you and your staff. Because as you've heard me say repeatedly, no one gets anything done by themselves. And the amount of work, you made mention of the Sheriff's Office presence, you made mention of the Fire Department, and particularly those bike medics. I like the preventive and the proactive measures, the sun, the heat, but we already have our first responders already on site in the event that something happens. Now, what about as we go through this fall season? You have anything coming up we need to know about?
I'll share that with you. And Chairman, while you were shouting out other counties, I want to shout out Peachtree City came out. We actually had surveys to give out. So they took surveys and we
Wait a minute. Did you say Peachtree City?
We had a whole family.
Now, Gwinnett County is just a hop, skip, and a jump from Coastal Mill, but Peachtree City is a hump.
We had some folks from Cobb County, Peachtree City. We had some people down from Madison and on down 20. We had people from all over Henry County. So it's nice to see not just people coming in Rockdale, but everyone from all over coming out.
We've talked about it multiple times. Arts, culture, and entertainment impacts economic development.
Absolutely.
I mean, all those folks coming in, people spending money, and they're going to restaurants and buying, if they're not doing anything with buying gasoline for the vehicle, that impacts economic development.
Yes.
Absolutely. So Corey Brown, Rockdale County's own native son in terms of our employment workforce, will be wrapping up the concert, and give us that date again.
That date is September 29th and from 5 to 7 p.m. And just to point out, as Deputy Director Wilson said, our new parking is working very efficiently. We are having people enter from the Costly Mill Road and Salem Road, so
Very
the
good.
traffic won't get backed up.
Very good. Ladies, y'all keep up the good work. Give them a round of applause.
Thank you.
Great job. Great job. Great job. Great job. All right, my last little comment here. I want to, and Executive Director Mims, I want you all to just go overboard with this announcement as we move through the next few years. we've already highlighted what's happening with our 3 major transportation projects that are all going to unfold at the same time here in Rockdale County. And you've heard me say, no pain, no gain. So in order for us to get to the point of progress, there's going to be a little painful and uncomfortable. You'll see signs all over the place that say, pardon our progress. Play the video. We'll talk about the 3 major transportation projects we have going here in Rockdale County.
Did you know progress is rolling towards Rockdale with 3 major Georgia Department of Transportation roadway construction projects set to begin this year? That's right, you heard correctly. 3 major roadway projects are set to begin this year. The projects are State Route 162, Salem Road Widening Project, the Courtesy Parkway Bridge, and Interstate 20 at State Route 138, State Route 20 Interchange Reconstruction and Widening Project. These projects are all scheduled to begin as early as October and can span over the next 3 to 4 years. What does this mean for you? If you travel these routes, begin to start seeking alternative routes and adjusting your travel schedules. While all of this may be coming at once, this will improve capacity, traffic flow, and accessibility once the projects are complete. We will continue to give updates as more information develops. Please pardon our progress. Thank you for watching.
So I'm asking that public relations commissioners share that video with every group, every entity, every church who want to include it in their Sunday morning church announcements. We want the world and Rockdale County to know that progress, number 1, is being made. But there's going to be some inconveniences over the 3 years. In order for us to get to a place of progress, there's going to be a little bit of discomfort. Planning, as the young lady stated, plan your route, plan ahead. You can't be all those last minute procrastinating folks. You can't be waiting to the last minute because you're going to be fussing and cussing as you're sitting in traffic, and we don't want you to do that. Now, particularly State Route Highway 138, all of us have experienced the congestion and the nightmare that it brings just as it sits. Imagine once the construction starts, it's going to be even more of a nightmare. So we're asking, if you want this to play Sunday morning at your church, call public relations, say send that email, send the video to me. If you want it at your nonprofit group or whomever, your HOA, ask for the video. We want to get it out to as many people and places to start alerting people and making them aware of the progress in Rockdale County. I'm going to wrap up. I know we've got another meeting to get to. We need to take a break here in between. So, Executive Director Rutledge, is there any need for executive session from this meeting?
No, Mr. Chairman.
Ladies and gentlemen, happy Tuesday. This meeting is adjourned. We'll be back at 1 o'clock to start our budget hearing.